Hi, it's Justin from Canadawhips.ca. In this video, we're going to talk about the breakaway. The breakaway is a 3-crack pattern where the whip does a fast figure 8 and a third crack is added on to make the whip travel horizontally. Now, you can do the breakaway with a fast figure 8 done in the vertical plane beside you, or an overhead fast figure 8 like this. Either of the two is considered the breakaway. Essentially, it's just a 3-crack pattern that goes 1, 2, and across your body. To start with the breakaway, obviously you're going to need to know your fast figure 8. Make sure you have that really consistent. And also get used to doing the fast figure 8 and just pausing your hand after the second crack. If you want to learn the overhead breakaway, you're going to need to do the same thing. There's a few different ways to get the third crack. The nicest way, in my opinion, is to do 1, 2, and then wait. And what's going to happen is the thong is going to travel up and underneath the handle, and once it's done that, that's when you sweep across. The reason I like this way is because the timing is nice and even. It sounds like 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. A second way to get the crack is to treat it sort of like an arrowhead. So instead of going 1, 2, waiting, and then cutting across, you can go 1, 2, 3, as if you're doing 3 cracks of the volley, but on the third crack, you're sweeping your arm across your body. This way is also nice because the timing is more similar to 1, 2, 3. However, it does feel a little bit awkward in the hand, in my opinion. Also, because it's basically a 3-crack arrowhead, it's a little bit harder because the arrowhead is a bit harder than the breakaway. The final way, and a way that a lot of beginners like, is to do 2 cracks of the fast figure 8 and then swing your arm out really hard to try and get the third crack. This third crack essentially is just a flick. So we're going 1, 2, and then swinging our arm across really hard. And it's the strength and the speed in that motion that gets the crack. However, it's not as visually appealing, and also the timing isn't as nice because instead of an even 1, 2, 3, we're doing 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And so it just doesn't sound rhythmically as pleasing as if you're struggling to learn the breakaway, it can help to just try and do the last 2 cracks of the 3-crack pattern. So instead of starting with the fast figure 8, we're just going to start with the reverse cattleman's crack. Once you can do the reverse cattleman's crack, pause your hand just like I said before, and then try and bounce it and sweep it across to get the thong to come underneath the handle. So you'll notice after the crack, my hand pops up a little bit, and that allows the thong to come underneath the handle. And then when I swing through across, a little loop is forming, and that's what's making the whip crack. If you can do that consistently, now it's time to try it on the end of the fast figure 8. Once you've learned the breakaway in one way, maybe the vertical way, try learning it horizontally as well. When you do it this way, you'll find that after the overhead, the second crack of the fast figure 8 happens less horizontally and more vertically. It's sort of on a diagonal. And then finally, the last crack is kind of happening vertically and then sweeping across your body. Good luck learning the breakaway. If you want to learn more about whips and whip cracking, check out our website at Canadawhips.ca.